Hello everyone, Sid the Baker here. A lot of you that have seen my videos from the very beginning will know a little bit about my baking history. You see, I started at the ripe old age of 4 years old, back in the late 1950s. You see, my mum used to go along to our family business and used to help out. Well, in those days there was no creche, no childminding, so I had to go along as well. They used to plonk me on the bread tins, and my job was to grease all those bread tins and then clean all the trays. And obviously when I started school, it became my Saturday job. From there on, as they say, the rest is history. Now I tell you this because in the 50s, 60s and 70s there was basically a bakery on every street corner, and they were all producing wonderful stuff. These days they call them artisan bakeries. The thing is though, there's a lot of places now that just don't make the stuff that they used to make in those days. And today I'm going to show you one of those things. It's the standard, good old British trifle. Now, best thing about this, there isn't even any baking involved. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sid the Baker. Welcome to my kitchen. Okay everyone, for the good old British trifle, couldn't be simpler. Only a few ingredients. First of all, you want some jelly, comes in a pack. I've used the jelly stuff. You can use the powder stuff, but this one's much easier. Either some stale cake or just get a Madeira cake from the supermarket. Cold custard. Now you've seen what I do with cold custard. I just get it off the auction site, and it's Baker's cold custard. You basically just add cold water to it and it's ready. And the synthetic or non-dairy double cream. You can use real dairy cream if you wish, but I usually use the non-dairy cream, and it's double cream alternative. Apart from that, you just need something to put them in. In this case I've got to use some Sunday dishes. I'm even going to use an ordinary wine glass just to make it look nice. A measuring jug just to measure the hot water, and that's it. Right, these jelly blocks, basically you just chop them up. They are marked on the jelly, just chop them into the right size squares and they're ready to put in. Now, it says on the packet to use a pint or 20 fluid ounces of boiling water. I'd rather use 3/4 of a pint or 15 fluid ounces. So there's my boiling water, 15 fluid ounces. I'm just dropping these jelly lumps in. Now, always measure your water before you put the jelly in the dish, otherwise you won't have enough water. So measure the water first, boiling water, and just put your jelly in. Now you leave that until it's dissolved. You can stir it a little bit, but it will take 2 or 3 minutes and then it'll be dissolved. My jelly is dissolved now, it's still in the jug. I'm now going to pour it into a glass bowl. Just pour it in, just like that. Ooh. Now that cake you got, either Madeira cake or any stale cake that you might have, you're basically just breaking it up. It doesn't have to be too small because it'll all dissolve in the jelly. There you go, you get the drift. Just like that. Now at this point, when you've got your cake in, if you want to, you can put some fruit in it. Now tinned mixed fruit is probably the best, but you can use tinned apricots or mandarins or whatever, but drain them off first. Make sure you drain them off or it will make it too soft. Now I've just got my wooden spoon and I'm just giving it a little bit of a stir just to make sure it's all soaked in. Now I'm going to leave that for 10 minutes or so it's not boiling hot. It doesn't matter if it's warm, but I don't want it boiling hot. I'm just going to leave it for 10 minutes or so until it's cooled down a bit. You now have your trifle mix. It's all mixed and cooled down a little bit and it's ready for dishing out. Just move that to one side a minute. Now I've got a variety of things here that I can fill out with. I've got Sunday dishes, I've got an ordinary wine glass and a dedicated trifle tray. By the way, you can get these again off the auction sites. Just Google it, it'll be there. Right, I'm going to start with a Sunday dish. There it is. get a nice deep spoon and just spoon it into your Sunday dish. Now you want it around about 1 to 2. Now it does get messy, as you can see. You can't really do anything about that. What you do, when you've got it on, just knock it down a little bit. Get a clean kitchen towel and just wipe off the surplus. You want it clean round the edge inside, because that's the bit that everybody's going to see. You want that nice and clean. There you go. So there's your filling on your Sunday one. Same thing with the wine glass. You know, if you're doing a dinner party, it looks quite nice on the table. Everybody gets their own individual bit of trifle. Again, shake it down to get it nice and flat. Yeah, about 1 inch off the top. And there you go, put that on one side. Now with this trifle case, it's not that important to clean the edges, because obviously you can't see through it. So just spoon it in. Now because it's a wider surface, you want this bit near the top. So I would say leave it about 1/2 inch from the very top. And there's your trifle one. There's your square one. Okay, I'll finish filling the rest of this out. Then we put it in the fridge and we let it set till it goes down. My trifle bases have now set. While they were setting, I thought I'd make the custard. Now, as I told you before, I used a baker's instant custard. It's much easier than making the ordinary stuff. That's basically 8 ounces or 225 grams of the actual custard mix, and 500 ml or 20 fluid ounces of cold water. Put the water in a bowl first, then put the powder in, then stir it up until the powder's mixed in, and then give it a good whisk. And by the time you've done that, you've got it nice and firm, just ready for the trifles. Let it set for 10 minutes or so, and it's ready to use. If you use the ordinary custard and you boil it up and all that, obviously you need to let it go stone cold before you use it. If it's then too stiff, give it a good stirring up. Just add a little bit more warm milk and give it a good whisking up until you've got it to the right thickness that you want. Okay, so what we're going to do. Right, I've got a survive bag, piping bag, call it what you will, and I put a big plain tube in. So all I'm going to do is put the custard in the tube. This is purely to do it so it's neat and tidy in the bowl. When you pipe it in, you can get it in so it don't go all the edges. And then you put the custard in, like that. There. Always give it a bit of a squirt first, just to make sure you get all the air out, otherwise a pop and a big lump will come out. I'll do the square one first. So for the square one, just simply go back and two. Yeah, I'll do it that way so you can see. Back and two, like that. And then get your plastic scraper or palette knife, anything flat, and just flatten it out. You want it just level, like that, so you got it nice and flat. That's that one done. Now, if you're doing it in a wine glass, just pipe from the middle. So in the middle, and then we'll just go around the edge like that, like that. See how neat and tidy that is? I'll just do one of these, and then I'll come back to you later. So again, in the middle, and simply squirt round the edges until you get it to the top. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Do the rest of them, and when the custard's set, they're ready to put the cream on. Right, so we've got the cream in a bowl, we've whisked it up, and you just want soft peaks on it. Just like that, soft peaks. Now, simple job. You now want your piping bag with a big tube in. Basically you're putting all that cream in the bag. Just like that. Back to one side. Now, let's just get the first one. There. And we simply go round the outside like that. And way up like that. We want to be quite flamboyant about it. This could be the centrepiece of your table when you do a party. So really go to town on making it look nice. So start from the middle, work to the outside again, and then just go up and up and up like that. So it's nice and big. Now when you do one of these square ones, turn it that way, you basically just go back two, like this, whee, back and two. There you go. And again with this one, around the outside, like that, and up. That's that bit done. Now to finish it off, you can either get the hundreds of thousands, you can get the glacé cherries, anything, just put some stuff on top. So I'm actually going to grate a little bit of chocolate on the top. Just like that. Just grate bits of chocolate. That's that one. I'll do this one. Yeah, just grating chocolate. There. And that's it, finished. How easy is that? By the way, get your kids involved in this. I say there's no baking involved. They can't hurt themselves. Get them involved, they'll really enjoy it. Well, there you go everyone, that was Trifles. Easy, wasn't it? Like I said, get your kids involved. No baking involved, they can't hurt themselves. And it's a lot of fun. And it looks really good as a centrepiece on your table. Look at that. It's only an ordinary wine glass. It looks superb, doesn't it? And what's more, it tastes. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Looking forward to Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sid the Baker. If you like what you saw, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon.